game as well. But then again, I kinda need to read it, dude. When it's gonna take so long. Okay. But I mean, I guess this is basically blah blah blah, and it's a bit like we're ready to bring you bigger content, blah blah blah. Basically nothing here. They just talk about what's coming, I guess. We want to hear from you. We want your feedback, so join us on the upcoming PTS forums to discuss the update. Might be additional changes based on feedback from the workshop with the release types fork held Dreadstorm. Will be blah blah blah. ETF. 1.6 will not bring a new world tier. We don't want you to have to go through all content to increase your gear score again. Okay. So they are basically adding Dark Zone 7, 8 and 9. Which probably most of you know since yesterday. And it's gonna be... The thing with Dark Zone 7, 8 and 9, it's gonna be really good for PvP. Kind of more arena-like, what I heard. And you're gonna have access to like more roofs, more buildings. So even though the space is pretty small, it's still a lot bigger because of all the buildings you can go into and roof you can go up to. So it says almost double the playable size of current Dark Zone. So even though it looks small, it's gonna be pretty big. And people have been asking for PvE Dark Zone. I think they will basically double the size of Dark Zone, but they still have the same amount of players. So that will open up for more PvE in Dark Zone with new landmarks. Yeah, exactly. New landmarks, waves of enemies. Landmarks are awarded with additional loot placed directly into your inventory. So yeah, I guess you get rewarded for actually clearing landmarks now. That's really good. And you can fast travel in checkpoints. You don't have to go out from the checkpoints. This is something new though. Contamination events. Also adding new special events to Dark Zone. Contaminated body bags have been piled up in parts of the subways below Dark Zone, increasing the strength of the virus in those areas. Cleaners have started sweeping this location, burning everything in their path, including civilians who happen to get in their way. So that's gonna be like some kind of event in Dark Zone. Roughly every hour, so kind of like supply drops. Elite cleaners will appear in underground location in Dark Zone, and it's your job to stop them. A word of warning though, icon has reached. Your virus filter will not be enough to resist it. So I guess you kind of have a time limit to do it. So you can't be there forever. Oh. Act quickly. New contamination events have been added to the Dark Zone, roughly every hour. Blah blah blah. Yeah. That seems pretty cool though. Some new events in Dark Zone. Dark Zone leaderboard. Which I was pretty happy about first, dude, but then I kind of saw what they were tracking, and I don't agree on it. The activities tracked are divided between PvP and PvE. For PvP, they include rogues killed, manhunt survived, and extraction hijacked. For PvE, we'll be tracking activities like NPC killed, lock chests looted, and items extracted. Still, they don't wanna track agent kills. It's always about rogues kills, like manhunt survives. Like, it's like why can't they just track every kill on a player, like a real player, right? Why don't they want to do that? So I mean, I honestly don't care about these leaderboards. Like, I'm not gonna start chasing rogues or just try to clear my manhunts for some fucking leaderboard. Leaderboards, blah blah blah. I can kinda read down here for Summary instead, dude. So we got a new difficulty, legendary difficulty. A legendary difficulty mode has been added to the Times Square, Warren Gate power plant and Napalm production site, and features new, powerful and smart enemies. It's the most challenging content in the game and intended for organized groups. With unique vanity items not available elsewhere in the game. Yes, I guess you get some cosmetic, dude. So I assume they're gonna use the hunters for this. Maybe not the hunters, but maybe their movement, you know. That's pretty cool for PvE players, but I don't care too much about that, but it's good. Exotic items and new gear sets. Like I'm only gonna read the summary. Name gear pieces and weapons are now called exotics and have been given their own colors in your inventory. Yeah, that's good. Exotic weapons all have their own unique talent. This change is retroactive. Exotic weapon sets have been introduced. Exotic catch are available as a weekly reward from legendary difficulty missions. That's pretty cool. So I guess you have to do this anyway. Once a week at least. Did he talk about the weapons here? Oh yeah. Let's see here. So every exotic weapon now have a new unique talent. For example, the Hungry Hog will now come with the talent, Glutton talent. Killing a target increase your damage dealt by 20% until you stop firing. That's pretty cool. While the Tenebrae will have lights on, destroying an enemy weak points resets guild columns for you and nearby group members. So that's pretty good for PvE. Is that... okay, so they didn't mention anything else. They did change the Valkyria. So it's actually 2 different weapons now. Hilder and Ear. Like, how do you even say that, dude? Ear. Yeah, so they have 2 weapons that you need to have both equipped, and then you get like weapon gear set. It's like a weapon gear set, you know. You use both, you get like talents that synergize with each other. Yeah. Gear set changes. Alpha Bridge 4 piece now shares the free talent from your weapons instead of all 3. So you basically only get 4 talents now instead of 6. But you get the free one at least. Oh shit. I mean, at least I get Provident. Wait. So I need to have Provident in the last slot. Now the gear score is the same. 4 piece no longer removes the critical hit chance, instead it removes the effects of any mods you have applied to the shield. I don't know if I like that, dude. Maybe. Because you will removes the effects of any mods you have applied to the shield. So you basically get a basic shield, I guess? Then you lose some flat damage, I guess. I wonder if the... what is it called? I wonder if performance mods works with that. Reclaimers that focus on the support station. Its 4 piece bonus activates all support station mods simultaneously. It no longer has an effect on consumables. That's pretty cool, I guess. Because the 4 piece was pretty useless. I mean, it still had its use, but at least this, I think this is a bit cooler. All support station mods. Seems good, I think. So the buff Tactician, it only appears after you use a skill, a minor buff. A new gear set. A new gear set, Seeker, has been added to the game. Okay, I need to drink a bit, dude. Oh, holy shit, dude. Are you guys ready? You guys ready for the new gear set? Can we get some PogChamp in the chat? I'm reading the 1.6 article. Okay, let's go. What? Did he not talk about Seeker? Oh, here. We're introducing a new gear set called Seeker, which will have body shots as its speciality. It's a 4 piece bonus its 4-piece bonus will give you a guaranteed critical hit after landing 2 consecutive shots to the body. To the body, so it only need, okay, you only get the crit if you hit the body, okay? If you hit headshots, then it's rip, dude. It's rip. So you need to make sure you hit the body, which can be spread out across different enemies. We hope that you guys will come up with some creative use for this set, using different kinds of weapons. I will use this and I will aim for the foot, man. Footage, man. Can I get the footage there? I don't know, dude. Like, why do you introduce a set in a shooter that... What is it called? Like, why do you intersect a gear set that... Like... I can't find the word. I can't find the word, but like... You make a gear set that forces or like... Like you want people to go for body shots instead of headshots in a shooter. It doesn't make sense for me, man. So basically you use this gear set. You stack crit damage on everything and then you just aim for the body, man. That's gonna be the meta. Yeah. Let's swap. Armor has been removed as a major bonus and replaced with health. So basically you won't get armor. Oh, you can't roll armor as a major. You will only have armor on... You only have the native armor on the gear. Which is a really good change. Like I wanted this for so long. So now it actually opens up for you to roll something else on your gear set for a major. Gear still comes with base armor and some talents will still give a bonus armor. What they mean with this is like the barret chest, for example, or robust or sturdy. That's like how you can get extra armor. Health and stam are your primary means of toughness. Yep. You only have... Yeah, you can't get any more armor. So you need to focus on health and stam. Current health rolls have been turned into the new stat resist all. Okay, we have to check that. That's something really fucking good, dude, they did. Gotta give them credit for this. Let's see here. So, to prevent double bonus health roll on legacy pieces of gear, all current health rolls will be turned into the new stat resist all. Currently, resistance bonus means you have a percentage chance to completely resist the effect of a given status effect. That's changed in 1.6. Now resistance are analog instead of binary, which means that they lower the effect of status effect by its percentage instead of just cancelling it out. 40% burn resistance means 40% less burn damage and duration. For example, if you do manage to build 100% resistance to a specific status effect, it will no longer have an effect on you, and trying to apply it to you, you will see a resisted message in the scrolling combat. I've been talking about this for so long ago, dude. Like 1 or 2 months into the game, I said I wanted this. And now we finally got it, dude. We finally got it. Feels fucking good, man. That's fucking amazing. So good, so good. We're also adding diminishing returns to status effect. Let's fucking go, dude. This is some good shit. This is what we want to see, man. This is like we needed this for so long ago. Whenever a status effect is applied to you, you build up a certain amount of temporary resistance to it for a short while. Yeah, finally, dude. Finally. This is probably the best thing in this 1.6 patch, dude. This is so good. We're not introducing a new Welter in update 1.6. Blah blah blah. Resistant type blah blah blah. Diminishing return. All changes are retroactive. Okay. Skill power and skills. Skill power has been moved to a system similar to armor, where each new Welter you reach will demand more skill power to reach the same effectiveness of your skill. There's a bigger difference in skill efficiency between low and high skill power builds. Yeah, that's something good. For example, currently in 1.5, I think, for example, yeah, Seeker mines in 1.5, I think they are best used in a Alpha Bridge meta build, like 500k toughness and firearms for talents, no investments to skill power at all. Because they still do a lot of damage, they still bleed and stagger. I mean, hopefully that's not gonna be the case in 1.6. There's a bigger difference in skill efficiency. Yeah, so that should be way weaker if you don't spec for it. Changes have been made to sticky bomb first and then shock turret. Okay, let's see here. I think I haven't actually. We're also making a change to a couple of skills to balance them. Sticky bomb, for example, we will see big changes. First of all, it will get a delayed detonation with a red area warning and beeping sound before it explodes. So basically, now you can shoot a sticky bomb, you aim it, it lands, and you can just press and it explodes. Now you do the same, you have to wait a couple of seconds before you can trigger it, which will you will get the time to dodge it, right? And with that, I'm pretty sure they're gonna up the damage as well, so one shots will be possible, but you will have a few seconds to react. So you need to be pretty smart with the sticky bomb. I think that change is good. It's mod BFB damage, flashbang crowd control, no damage, no longer caused to disrupt this. Flashbang crowd control, no damage, no longer caused to disrupt status effect. And the EMP that works against skills and skill proxies such as turret and seeker mine. This should make the sticky bomb more interesting to use and more manageable to fight against in both PvP and PvP. First aid has been giving a longer cooldown, making both skill power and skill haste more important. Guess that's decent. The first aid defibrillator mod will now heal in 2 steps, one initial burst followed by a heal over time. The shock turret has also seen a small change and will no longer do damage on its own. That's nothing. What about Charmander, dude? What about Charmander? Signature scales, the immunity has been increased to 60 seconds, so yeah, that's good. But we will now prevent you from being able to trigger the same skill when you already have the immunity but from another player's skills. No more wasted signature skills. I don't know if I like that. Like, if you mess it up, then you mess it up, but yeah, sure. Skill haste will have an effect on signature skills. So I guess people are gonna stack skill haste for the ultis. Damage bonus has been lowered in PvP, but it will stay the same in PvE. Okay, good. PvP balancing. Now it's getting interesting. Hipfire stability while moving has been decreased, which means it will go more up and down. And a new hipfire camera has been added. I'm very interested to know about this new hipfire camera. Do they say anything about that? We take a look at hipfire decreasing its stability when moving and adding a separate camera setting for it. What is that? Separate camera settings. So it means a new hipfire camera has been added. It sounds like they changed the way hipfire like it would look, but what they actually did is that they added like a sensitivity to only hipfire. I guess that's good for console. I thought it was a new camera. So that's only like a new option for sensitivity that only affects hipfire, which is really good for console, I guess. Where did I find it? the damage gap between body damage. The damage gap between body damage and headshot has been lowered. But that's something that will be tweaked based on PTS feedback. There's such a high skill ceiling in this game, guys. You know, Division have the highest skill ceiling ever, so they decided to lower the headshot damage or up the body shot damage. It's funny though. I actually recorded a video yesterday about headshot damage because this is the stupidest shit I ever read in Division patch notes or whatever you call it. Basically, if you go a headshot damage build with assault rifle, if you have around 120 free or something like that, which is pretty high, which means you invest into headshot damage. Otherwise you would have like 70 headshot damage. But if you have a headshot build, then if you hit one headshot, what you need to do then is to hit like, was it 2.2 body shots? If you do that, then it's more worth to go for body shots, right? And with the current big hipfire reticle we have, and the good movement you can have in the game, you're gonna hit more than 2.2 body shots like most of the time, unless you're like super close. But I made a video about that and it will be up like tomorrow or something. But I think this is so bad. This triggered me so hard when I read it, because I think it's the other way around. I think headshot damage is, the gap is too low. Headshot damage should reward you more. Even in 1.5, like the top players or whatever you call them, most of them go for body shots instead, because it's like, it's better. And you add this in with the new Seeker set, everyone is gonna go for body shots, man. Even I'm gonna go for body shots in 1.6, dude, if this stays, you know. And especially when they like, yeah, I don't know, dude. This shit triggered the hell out of me. Yeah, but that video will be up tomorrow. I will talk about headshot damage, and I will talk about the changes I want to PvP. I think it will be up tomorrow. But yeah. We're adding a 1 second, like, I don't know. Let's talk a bit more about this. I think this is like the most important thing in the 1.6 changes. So we are getting a structured PvP mode, as most of you guys know, which is called Last Stand. So it's gonna be structured PvP with a matchmaking rating, which means when you queue, you will go against people similar to your skill level, right? So that's why I don't understand why this is gonna be changed, because if you play that mode for purely PvP, I guess that's where most PvP players are gonna play, if it's good, and it seems pretty good. And then I don't think people mind, like if it's normalized gear and it's a PvP mode and you die because someone else out-aimed you with headshots, I don't think that other dude on the other side is gonna be like, oh fuck, this headshot damage is way too high. And like, if the more you lower this, I think it's already too low of a gap, the less skill ceiling there will be in the game, and it's already so low skill ceiling. It just gets lowered every patch. Which I don't agree about this. And I hope the rest of the community feels the same. Because like, yeah, I think this can kill the game for me. Like, I just get so unmotivated when I see this. Like, it's a shooter. It's a shooter, dude. It should be rewarding to go for headshots. That's the thing, it's not rewarding in this game. You'd rather go for body shots than headshots. Like, what the fuck is that? That even a shooter? What other shooter? Can someone else tell me what other shooter do people rather go for body shots than headshots? Any game? Because I can't think of any game. I can't think of any other game that it is like that. You can be like, oh, but if you hit widdz, and yeah, it's easy to hit headshots. But yeah, the thing is, the meta in the PvP is hipfire with insane movements, with really high movements. So it's way easier to hit body shots. So I don't think that makes sense. And they are not really doing anything to the hipfire except adding some stability. And that's not gonna change it. It's still gonna be hipfire meta. But yeah, it's a cover-based shooter, dude. But yeah, enough about that. We're adding a 1 second delay after a combat roll before you can roll again. I guess this is a big deal on console. On PC, combat rolling is not too good. Only the really good usage of it is when you're like on fire or bleeding. But yeah. as it's currently too easy to use spam rolls. Yeah, I agree on that. It's pretty silly people use rolling. Also, you are no longer able to reload your weapon while sprinting. I don't know. Was it some dude that thought this was good and maybe made a video? I don't know, dude. I don't know what I think about this. So you can no longer sprint and reload. So, I mean, I'm just thinking here. We got a Seeker set, we got lower headshot damage. Okay, so I'm fighting somebody. I'm doing a 1v1 against some dude. Like, he's shooting like crazy. I have this sick LMG with 100 bullets. And he's shooting, and I'm just sidestepping. I'm just juking. I'm just sidestep king. Sidestep king everything. And he barely gets my HP down, even though we have 100 bullets. And then it's time for him to reload. And then I'm done with my sidestep king. I just pop everything I have, and he's like stuck there reloading, and he can't sprint. You know, he's just walking in slow motion. And then I come there with my sniper or I don't know, my AR or SMG, and I just spray all my bullets straight into him, and he can't juke because he's reloading, and then he's dead. I don't know what I think about this, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. What, like, I think that could happen, you know. People just wait until people reload and then they go. Obviously the other guy can just stop reload and run to a safe place, but if I'm on him, what does he do? What do we do? I'm not sure about this. Who knows? Who see this on the PTS? Why are you sleeping, man? Go and sleep somewhere else, dude. As it stands, skills that cause status effects are often seen as a must pick in PvP. Nah, you don't need to use it, dude. I think we showed that enough. But it's fucking broken. Compared to other options, and there's no real effective counter. Yeah, that's true. After update 1.6, medkits will be usable when at full health and will remove all status effects that still allow for player input, such as fire, bleed, and disorient. Yeah, that's good. So if you are shocked, you can't use a medkit, obviously. The rejuvenated gear talent, which used to grant this effect, has been changed to give additional resistance to status effects instead. That's pretty interesting. Bleed will no longer prevent you from sprinting or moving from cover to cover. Instead, it will slow you down in general. Yeah, that's good. Rip Predator, I think. It will increase people using cover. Nah, dude. If hipfire is king, why would you use cover? Hipfire is still gonna be king in 1.6, right? I'm talking on PC, but everyone is gonna still use hipfire. Sure, you add some stability, but I mean, how hard is it to control some stability? If you played shooter games like Counter-Strike or like played shooter games on PC for a few years, like I don't know how long I played, 10 years or something, the recoil in this game is really easy to control. So I'm pretty sure I can learn how to control a recoil with hipfire. The thing is, if they ever, I talked about this in the video I made yesterday, if they ever want to make this game cover based, you need to, I think first of all, I mean, this will come in tomorrow's video. This video will be too long. But yeah, we'll talk about that in the video tomorrow. Fuck, my headset died. Hipfire's ability one move has been increased. Oh shit, I missed this. Medkit can also prolong encounters between players much more than intended. Because of this, that only intent will no longer provide an overheal from first to key. Instead, it will provide a heal over time. Also increasing the medkit cooldown to 15 up from 12. Not the biggest deal, but still. And you will see your enemy health bar flash whenever they use one to make it easier to identify what is going on during a fight. Okay. Like, it's hard to see that someone use a medkit. We're also aware of multiple talents that together increase survivability too much, again helping to prolong encounters. So we will be balancing the effects of the talents like on the move, battle buddy and critical save. And currently on the PTAs, what the nerf is, on the move is currently 30%, it's gonna be 15 on the PTAs. That of course can be changed. Critical save is currently 40, that will be decreased to 20%, and battle buddy will be 25, I think. So before you used to get 70% ADR with critical save and on the move, and now you will get 35, right? Half of it. So yeah, I kind of like this. Like, it was a bit too strong. Still think like they didn't need to put it in half, but I think critical save, like using a medkit in the last segment, is something that you should get rewarded for, because I see a lot of people like they can't even do that. So many people fucks up critical save. Even good players, so I don't know. But yeah, it's good that that shit gets nerfed. Economy change. Unlimited recalibration has been introduced. The price increase is time capping out at 5 recalibrations. Okay, that's super good. So you can always get the thing you want, I guess. Helping civilians reward intel. High-end pistols in survival. No longer cost division take. Okay. Good for the care score, I guess. Scavenger box now scales with Vulture. That's good. Some item prices have been tweaked. In-game stores, so yeah, they are adding microtransactions. Honestly, I don't mind this as long as it's cosmetics and like you can't pay to win. I think it's good. So I'm fine with this. As long as you can't buy advantage in the game, I think it's good. All activities now reward their own separate experience points and award their own catches. That's pretty good. Solo players can no longer end up in a game with players queuing as a group. That's good. Grouping up while in a PvP survival game has been disabled. That's really good. Like, sure, people is still gonna abuse and like people are still gonna abuse and group up, but at least they can't be in the same group. Reviving a down player in survival always costs a medkit. That's really, really good. I said it a lot of times when we played survival. It's silly like how many times you can just, if you play a duo, you like don't care if you die, you just race each other, get 2 segments of health. So this one is really good. Update 1.6 will be a major update to the division and bring a lot of new stuff to the game. We hope that changes to armor, skill power and resistance will make creating new builds more interesting and varied, and that the PvP changes we are implementing will make a player combat more balanced and fun in both the Dark Zone and in Last Stand. We're also looking forward to see what you get up to in the new Dark Zone areas. See you face down legendary difficulty and the new contamination events, and what the leaderboards will look like once you had some time with the update. Remember, update 1.6 and expansion 3 Last Stand are not the end of the vision. We will keep bringing you updates moving forward. We will have more information about those soon. So I'm pretty sure we will get a year 2 with more DLCs. Update 1.6 will arrive on all platforms, free to all players in the near future, and will be available for testing on upcoming PTS. See you in the new Dark Zone. I mean, all in all, I think it's some really good changes. By the way, yeah, you can buy emotes as well. Forgot to mention that. And skins. And even backpack skins, I think. But I mean, all in all, I think this is some really good stuff here. It's just 2 things that triggered me really hard, and that's the headshot. The damage gap between body damage and headshot damage has been lowered. That one and the Seeker set on top of that, I think that's pretty stupid. But yeah, race is pretty good. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think about 1.6 changes that you saw here? And yeah, honestly, I want to know what people think about the headshot change, because yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.